To preface this video, I am in no way an audio specialist. I know minimal about microphone audio and definitely consider myself the average consumer in this space. So when Elgato reached out to me to check out these products, I thought it would be a good idea to showcase how easy they are to set up and use for people like me and for people like you too. So introducing the Wave DX and the Wave XLR from Elgato. The Wave DX is Elgato's first dynamic microphone and it can be used with any XLR audio interface. But it is paired best with the Elgato Wave XLR interface. Just like how the Wave DX can work with any XLR audio interface, the Wave XLR audio interface can work with any dynamic microphone too. But the best combo is having these together. These products are small and simple compared to other microphones and interfaces out there, but they can provide an amazing sound quality and a sound experience for people like me who create content, people who live stream, make podcasts, the list goes on. Pair these with the Elgato Wavelink software and you have such a hit. So what's in the boxes? First thing we're going to check out is the Wave DX. Next up, the Wave XLR. And lastly, we have the Elgato XLR cable. So we've just unboxed the Wave DX and the Wave XLR, and I own the Elgato Wave low profile arm, which is, in my opinion, the best boom arm out there. So I have got it all set up so you can see what it looks like on the arm. And this one's really good because it is fully movable. You can put this anywhere, you can go up, can go down. I like that it sits quite low on the desk as opposed to being one that comes over the computer screen. This one I can just tuck away when I'm not using it. But this is basically how it looks on the arm. So the XLR is plugged into the DX mic via the XLR cable. So what we're going to do now is transition to my office where I'm going to set this up with my PC. And we're going to do a few tests on the microphone to see how it sounds with raw audio, with the noise gate, seeing how we can adjust it on the XLR here. We'll see how we go. So this is a live test of the Wave DX microphone from Elgato plugged into the Wave XLR. This is a raw recording. There is no filters on this audio right now. I have the gain set to about halfway on the XLR, so hopefully you can hear my voice pretty clearly. I'm interested to see what this sounds like, so we'll listen back. That's not bad actually. I actually quite like that. There's no mic right now on this recording as well, talking to the camera, but that actually sounds pretty nice. It's very crisp. Even though there's no filters on there, my voice does sound clear. It's done a good job of isolating background noise too, which I expected that to be the case, but I thought it wouldn't sound as good unless you did have noise gates and filters on. So yeah, I'm actually really impressed. So this, interestingly enough, is the Elgato Wave 3 microphone. This is Elgato's USB condenser microphone that a lot of people use. And again, this recording is raw, no filters, just straight through the microphone. And I thought it would be interesting to see how this compares to the Elgato Wave DX and to see how much noise it lets pass through. I do have the gain actually set to 3 bars, not quite halfway. Yeah, so let's see how this sounds. There's such a difference. There's so much noise being passed through, you can hear it. So that definitely sounded more echoey to me, for sure. They're totally different microphones. And they were both roughly at the same distance from my mouth. So there's definitely a big difference there. It's clear as day between the both of them. The Wave DX, in my opinion, definitely sounds better, 100%. And it's going to give you a lot of availability to really tailor that sound to how you like it through the Wavelength software, through VSTs and filters. Not that you can't do that with this microphone, the Wave 3, but it's clear that the Wave DX does already sound better straight off the bat with raw audio. So just imagine what you could do with it. Yeah, I'm actually pleasantly surprised. So the way that I record audio when I do these microphone reviews is a little bit stupid in my eyes, but I do record my audio through Audacity. I obviously record on my camera, and then I link up the audio file to the video file when I edit. And this right now, this is coming directly out of the camera, but I am also recording it through Audacity, so you can hear the difference when I swap and change in this editing process. But what we are now doing is we are going to open up the Elgato Wavelength software, and we're going to see how I adjust the XLR and the microphone through that program and see how it affects Audacity. And they recommend that when you're adjusting the input gain through the software here, so not necessarily using the XLR itself, that you obviously want to start talking and you don't want to see your audio hit red. So as I start to go up the line here, it's going to sound horrible, but we want to kind of keep it within the green if possible, so it's not too loud, it's not too poppy, it's not going to let in a lot of background noise. And as I was fiddling around with it, I found that kind of sitting around this point here was slightly better for the microphone, for me, for what I like, because that way, if a viewer wants to turn up the audio, my voice isn't going to be too overpowering. As I'm doing this now in Audacity, it is affecting the microphone, so if I lower it a little bit, let's say we dropped it down to around the 32 decibel mark, you can see that it has lowered Audacity as well. You could probably hear it. My voice probably doesn't sound as loud as what it was, so if I do go up a bit more to let a little bit more of my voice in, sit it around the 44 mark, so hopefully now my voice is slightly louder. Now also in this software, you can have live monitoring of your voice. Now I hate hearing my voice through headphones, and I understand how important it is for certain pieces of content where people want to monitor their audio, but for me, I hate the sound of my voice. I can't do it. It does distract me as well. So I personally am not going to use this feature, but the Wave XLR does have an input where you can monitor your audio too, which is great, and you can do it through the Wavelength software as well. Now, do I think I'm going to use the Wavelength software to its full potential? No, I don't stream anymore. I don't see myself streaming. It's not something that I particularly enjoy. Live broadcast isn't for me. I absolutely love the recording process of a YouTube video and going through the editing process myself. This, for me, probably isn't going to be the most worthwhile setup. But in saying that though, I do really like how this microphone sounds. So if I do use it, I'll probably just set it to the gain level that I think is, a good level to my liking, and still record my audio with it, because I do think it sounds much better than what the Wave 3 microphone does, and any other condenser microphone out there, of course. That goes without saying, because it is a dynamic mic. It is going to do a better job of blocking out external noise around me. So there you have it, guys. That was a look at the Elgato Wave DX dynamic microphone and the Elgato Wave XLR audio interface. I really enjoyed checking these out because, like I said earlier in the video, I am no audio expert and it can be very overwhelming for me. But I think with practice and learning the Wavelength software better, I'm going to have a really good time setting up a really good quality sound system for videos when I am sitting in my office recording through the PC. Most of the time I end up using little wireless goes like this, but when I am sitting down and doing, a gaming video or a piece of content when I'm in my office, I tend to record through a microphone. So I do think these are going to be a great choice for that. If you are looking for a new microphone for your setup, I think this is a system that you should look at. They're not too expensive either. Like, I'll leave the Australian pricing on the screen for you. I just think the customization that you have with a microphone setup like this is just it's beyond. Like, you could do whatever you like with it with lots of different filters and VSTs. So thank you so much to Elgato for sponsoring this video, sending these products across and getting me to look at them, because I had a really good time with them. I love the way they look. They're nice, small and compact, and I genuinely think these are a great investment to a piece of content. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.